Let me ask you something. Have you ever been lying in bed, your body exhausted, your eyes closed, but your mind wide awake, replaying conversations, imagining future problems, analyzing decisions you made months ago, decisions you can't change? You tell yourself, stop thinking, but that only makes it louder. And at some point you start wondering, what is wrong with me? Why can't I relax like other people? Why does my brain never shut off? Most advice you hear sounds like this. Just think positive. Distract yourself. Stop overthinking. But here's the painful truth. If it were that simple, you would have already done it. Today, I want to offer you a completely different perspective. What if overthinking isn't a flaw? What if it's not a lack of discipline or willpower? What if your mind isn't broken, but doing exactly what it was designed to do, just a little too well? In this video, we're going to break down what overthinking actually is, biologically and psychologically, why telling yourself to stop never works, the hidden role of your nervous system and how to calm an overactive mind without fighting it, not with hacks, not with clichés, but with understanding. Because once you understand what's happening, you stop blaming yourself, and that changes everything. Here's the first shift I want you to make. Overthinking is not a thinking problem. It's a safety problem. Most people assume overthinking means, I think too much. I analyze everything. I can't turn my thoughts off. But that's just the surface. Underneath overthinking is a simple question your brain keeps asking. Am I safe? Safe socially? Safe emotionally? Safe in my future? Safe in my identity? Your mind isn't trying to torture you. It's trying to protect you. Think of your brain like an overzealous security guard. Its job is to scan for threats, predict danger, prevent mistakes. And if you're someone who is emotionally sensitive, highly aware, intellectually curious, or shaped by unpredictability, pressure, or criticism, your brain learned early on, if I stay alert, if I think ahead, if I analyze everything, I can avoid pain. Overthinking isn't random. It's learned vigilance. Let's talk biology, but in plain language. The threat system is online. Inside your brain is a structure called the amygdala. Its job? Detect danger. Not just physical danger, but emotional and social danger too. Rejection, embarrassment, failure, uncertainty. When your amygdala senses threat, it sends a signal. Stay alert. That signal activates your sympathetic nervous system, your fight or flight mode. And here's the key part. A brain in fight or flight cannot rest. It scans, it loops, it replays, it plans. That's overthinking. Why logic doesn't shut it off? This is why telling yourself, relax, stop worrying, be rational, doesn't work. Because overthinking doesn't come from the logical part of your brain. It comes from the survival part. You can't logic your way out of a smoke alarm. You don't argue with it. You calm it by removing the sense of danger. Have you noticed this? Your thoughts don't just wander, they circle. Same memory, same fear, same question. That's because the brain hates uncertainty. When something feels unresolved, the mind keeps it open, like a browser tab that won't close. Overthinking is often your brain saying, I don't feel closure. I don't feel safe letting this go. I don't trust that things will be okay. So it replays, reframes, recalculates. Not because it enjoys it, but because it believes the answer is one more thought away. Let's normalize something. Not everyone overthinks the same way. Overthinking is more common if you are highly sensitive, HSP, emotionally intense, intellectually curious, a polymath or multi-interest thinker, or someone who grew up needing to be perceptive. Your brain likely processes more detail, more emotional nuance, more future possibilities. That's not a weakness. It's high-resolution perception. But without regulation, high resolution becomes overload. You've probably tried scrolling, watching videos, keeping busy, noise to drown out thoughts, and it works, briefly. Then the moment you're alone, boom, the thoughts return. Why? Because distraction doesn't tell your nervous system, You're safe. It just postpones the alarm. The goal isn't to silence your thoughts. The goal is to create enough safety that your brain no longer needs to shout. Let's talk about practical tools that actually helps. Tool 1. Regulate the body before the mind. This is non-negotiable. A calm mind starts with a calm body. Try this. Slow your exhale, longer out breaths. Place one hand on your chest, one on your stomach. Press your feet into the ground. Why this works, you're sending a message to your nervous system. I'm here. I'm safe. There is no immediate threat. You're turning down the alarm physiologically. Tool 2. Name the pattern, not the thought. Instead of engaging with every thought, try this. Oh, this is my overthinking loop. This is my brain scanning for certainty. This is my safety system being loud. Labeling creates distance. You're no longer inside the thought. You're observing it. Tool 3. Ask a better question instead of, what if everything goes wrong? Ask, what is my brain trying to protect me from right now? That question invites compassion instead of control. Tool 4. Containment, not suppression schedule. A thinking window, yes, on purpose. 15 to 20 minutes where you let yourself think, journal, analyze. When thoughts arise outside that window, you say, not now, later. This builds trust with your mind. Let's be responsible here. If you have ADHD, anxiety disorders, OCD, trauma history, or chronic hypervigilance, your overthinking may be intensified by neurobiology. This isn't a failure. It means you may need additional support, not more willpower. And if overthinking is paired with panic, dissociation, or depression, please treat this video as education, not replacement for care. Here's the reframe I want to leave you with. Your overthinking mind is not broken. It's trying too hard to keep you safe in a world that feels unpredictable. You don't need to defeat it. You need to befriend and regulate it. The moment you stop fighting your thoughts, they lose power. The moment you create safety, the noise softens. Not instantly, not perfectly, but gradually. And that's real change. Let's summarize. Overthinking is a nervous system response, not a character flaw. It's driven by safety, not stupidity. You calm it by regulating your body and building trust with your mind. You don't need to shut your brain off. Just turn the volume down. And remember this, a mind that thinks deeply is often a mind that feels deeply. And that's not something to erase. It's something to learn how to hold. You're not alone in this, and you're not broken. Take care. I'll see you in the next one.